YouTube, be number 3 down here in Carolinas. And what we got up on the bench today is Mr. 460's power supply. If you go back a few videos, you'll see it. It had the wrong transformers in it. For one thing, it had 100 amp and 170 amp, and we changed that to 70 amp and put another 100, so it's 200s, and it load sharing. Be a bad deal having two mismatched transformers. In the back's got two 400 amp rectifiers, and I built a capacitor bank for it with bleeders, caps on it to keep out the AC, and put two brass bolts back up. It's hot, it's ground. Hooked up his fuse holder, which you don't really need that now because he has two breakers. He asked for a meter, an analog meter, got it. Put a little 3-mate stick in there. And this is 100, and that's 200. And I pulled a load test on it, and it idles at about 18.4. But you know, this is iron core, it's going to pull down. It had my recommendation that I told him we could put switches in here, and he said no, just try to leave that in there and put another in beside of it. So that's what I did, and that's what we got. This thing is pulling down about 14.5 on 110. That's 110. If this thing was on 220, it'd do a little bit more. It'd be a little bit more solid, but it's on 110. That's where he wants it. It's pulling about 150 amps before it drops down to about 14.4. And there you go. And these caps are more than what was in there. Them old big ones he had wasn't. This is right much more about I think right at 1,000 more than he had in here of capacitance than over them big caps he had. But here you go. It's going to be about a 30 amp fuse back out, and like I said, you got these breakers on the front now. You got bleeders, you got caps. It's bleeding off decently well. That's from 18 to 10 in that short amount of time. Down to 7 volts out. It's bleeding pretty good, and it don't get all blazing hot neither. You can hold your hand on it all day long when they're running. Transformers don't get hot anymore. Before, the little transformer was pushing against the big transformer, and this thing was getting pretty toasty. But now they're running together, and these things, they don't even get hot like it did. This 170 was pushing against that one, and they were at a little different voltages. Both of these are set on a medium tap now. On a high tap, it was floating up around 21. Here it's floating 18. It'll pull down. If I put it on a low tap, it sets at about 14 volts, but it'll pull way down. It won't stay there at 200 amps. So here you go. That's off. That's on. You can use them separately if you want to. Just make sure whatever you got plugged up to it, if it needs more than 100 amps, there you go, 200 amps. Alright then, have a good day. Be number 3 down here in the Carolinas. light a